Greeting for the day. So your wait ends here. I'm back with the same form but with additional information. First of all, let me address to the queries which I received from my previous upload. Ma'am, nothing happening when we click on submit button. Listen, my dear students, जैसे गाड़ी पेट्रोल बिना नहीं चलती, फैन इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिना नहीं चलता, तुम्हारा कंप्यूटर ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम बिना नहीं चलता, वैसे ही सबमिट बटन कोडिंग बिना नहीं चलता. So basically your query was related to my very next topic which I am going to start now. For coding we need web programming language. Here we are going to use JavaScript to solve the purpose. I have seen many students who skip this particular topic, but I would personally suggest you all to go through this entire video as I had tried my best to explain the entire topic in a very simplified manner. JavaScript. What is the need of using JavaScript? You all know HTML language. HTML language was originally used to control the appearance of the web page. The web page design using HTML were static and could not be changed as you render on browser. So when we were clicking on submit button on static page, you were not getting expected output. Nowadays, people like you demand a website to have greater interactivity, better visual design, and the demand of more interactivity create a need for a new web programming language. I thank Netscape for developing JavaScript that allow to add programming aspect to your static web page. Now we will see definition of scripting language. A scripting language is a simple, lightweighted programming language that does not contain any advanced programming functionality like C or Java. Today, mostly all web browsers support JavaScript. One more thing I want to clarify is JavaScript application is a client-side scripting language which run inside a web browser. It is used to validate the data entered in the HTML form on the client side before sending it to the server, and it will result into less load or less traffic on the server. When the user enter wrong data or leave a field empty, a error message should be generated and the form should not be submitted. In such case, there should be some type of validation. We should provide some validation. The validation will restrict the user from making mistake, and that validation we will do on client side. Once validation done, you can submit it to the server. Now let's quickly go through our practical section wherein I will be covering theory side by side. Open Composer. Now first we have to decide event. What is event? When there is a interaction between the user and the web page that result into some event. In other word, we can say when user does something, an event take place. When you press any key, or when you press mouse, or you go for mouse click, or you load or unload the form, that is opening or closing the form, there is interaction between you as a user and the web page. So browser will handle that event. Here we will go for submit button. Double click on the submit button. So whenever we are clicking on submit button, something should happen. Now you will see the form field property dialog box of submit button. Now select this advanced edit button or click on it. You will see one dialog box, that is advanced property editor dialog box with 3 tabs: HTML attribute, inline style, JavaScript event. We need JavaScript event right now. Here in attribute, select on click because submit button generally we click or submit. So select on click. Here you have to write keyword return. I will explain you why we are writing return keyword, because we are going to use function. Now what is function I will cover. I can give any name. Right now I am giving name validate form and round bracket open, round bracket close. Function need opening and closing bracket also. Function need return keyword also. Just you have to select event and then you have to event handler, and then any name you can give. Click on OK, again OK. Fine. Now we will see the theory also. See, JavaScript event, as I told you, when you interact with the web page, something happen, that is event, right? So many event are there. We will see one by one. Abort, when the loading of the image is cancelled by the user, that is abort. Or when during the loading of the image, when you get error message, that is error event. Focus, when you are selecting it, when you are making it as a active, that is focus. When you are selecting some other thing, that become inactive, that is blur. I will give one example. When I am selecting hobby as a dancing, so that is focus event because it is in active state. Now I don't want dancing, I want singing, so I will inactive that one, so that is blur event, and I will make the active focus as a singing. Now load, when you are loading the form, when you are loading any document, page, web page, opening it, that is load. Unload, when you are closing it, leaving a page, that is unload. Click, when user click the submit button, reset button, that is click event. Mouse out, this is mouse over event, and this is mouse out over, or you can say you can move the mouse off. Select, when you select a particular form field like radio button you select, checkbox you select. Change, you change the value. Earlier I was writing nozzle, now I want to write in the text field Memon. I'm changing the value. Reset, you know it will bring back to the default value. Submit button, it will submit your form to the server. Note one more thing I want to clarify. Set or exit is not an event. In Board you may get such option, but in JavaScript there is no such event. Now event handler, we came to know that we do something and we get event. We should have some code also, JavaScript code also, that will respond to particular situation. The JavaScript code is known as event handler. To get event handler, before every event name you have to add on keyword. See here, abort is an event, so event handler will be on abort. Error is an event, so event handler will be on error. So here load, event handler will be on load. So we have done for click, so event handler is on click. Now we will see function. Yes, we have to write everything inside the function. We have written the script opening tag and closing tag. Not yet, we will write it. Everything we have to write inside the script tag. JavaScript code is inserted into an HTML page using opening script tag and closing script tag. Fine. You can place inside the body tag or head section, but generally it is preferred that the code should be placed inside the head tag. Don't forget to write script tag because we are going to use JavaScript. We need the script tag. Here, inside the script opening tag and inside this block, I will write function. What is function now? Function is a reusable block of code that perform a particular task. Here multiple statement we are going to write inside the function. Everything we are going to write inside the function. And this function should start with keyword function. Here form name I have already given here, validate form. That same name you have to give here. This name. Fine. So here don't change the name. So function name is validate form. If F is capital there, here also write F capital. JavaScript is case sensitive language. You have to consider the case also. Simple message I am writing a lot. I am using built-in dialog method, I can see. And here in double quote I am writing any string you have to write in double quote. And this is the method, so we having round bracket. This function is user defined method. I am defining it and it is without argument, and this is inbuilt method, built-in method. So I don't have to write any coding. Directly I will use it. I will get one dialog box. Control S. We will see our first output. Here you have to allow block contain. Then only your JavaScript code will be executed. Now click on submit button. Yes, I am getting high because I have done the event handler. Script opening tag and closing tag is written correctly. Even function name is correct with the syntax correctly. I have done that round bracket, curly bracket, everything is done correctly. That's why I'm getting this message. Now you can proceed now. So function is all right. Here I will cover theory also. Function is a reusable block of code that perform a particular task. Now we are validating a form. Function is defined by the keyword function. You can't change it. So I have written function keyword here correctly. And then it should be inside the curly, all the code should be inside the curly bracket. We will write block of statement inside a curly bracket, and function will be executed by an event. Here we are executing on click event when it is called inside the source code. A function is called by its name. My function name is validate form. It can also take a value inside the parenthesis. It is known as parameter or argument inside this parenthesis. Right now I don't have. Sometime function return a value using return statement. We are going to use it. Return statement will stop the function from executing and it will return the specific value. Here we will move. Here I will put the variable. Variable. What is the need of variable? It is a container for storing any value. I will give the name X. You can give any name. Document. Why I am writing it, I will explain you. First I will show the output. Document dot form name. What is my form name? I will confirm it, verify it. It is reg underscore form. Double click on the form. Even I will cross verify the field name, first name. I will go in sequence. So this one is f name and initial value is empty because in JavaScript if you want to do it, all the field value, initial text or all this thing initially selected, initially checked should be empty. There should not be any value inside any field. Document dot my form name is, just now we have cross verified it, form dot f name dot value. This is the property I'm using it. Now I will alert this box. Alert x. When you are alerting any variable, you don't have to use double quote. For string only, for customized string only, we will use double quote. Here I will enter my name here in first name and I will click on submit button. Yes, I'm getting the value because I have written the code document dot form name dot field name dot value. If I will remove the value and I will click on submit button, yeah, I'm not getting any value because this field is empty or value is missing. That's why we have to do validation for this thing. Yes, here I will write the code. In your textbook, coding is with variable, but I prefer directly writing here using if condition. If it is missing, you have to put equal to 2 times. Otherwise, it is assignment operator. You are compulsory making it null only, even though you are entering some value. So this is the comparison operator, and I am writing empty. That means no space also. Here, or in JavaScript, we have to write like this. It can be missing like missing also. So I will copy this thing. Missing means null. Opening curly bracket, closing curly bracket. See here, this curly bracket is for if condition and this one is for function. Now what I have to do, if user is not entering any value, I have to alert it. Alert enter your name. It is customized string. You can write in any language. Here I am writing in English only, and in double quote you have to write because this is a string. Alert done. Now we have to bring the focus. User don't have to see the field where it is. It should be highlighted. Reg form dot fname. We have done with property value. Now we will go for one method, that is focus. It will bring the focus. And return false. We will not submit it to the server. We will validate, then we will submit. Click on submit button, don't enter anything. Enter a name because I have written this thing in alert box. Can you see? Focus is there. And now I will enter the value. So form should be submitted. Yes, done. Same thing we have to do for password because that password is also a text field like first name. For email also we can do the same thing. So what I will do, I will copy this thing. Don't copy function. We have to write everything inside the function. Just copy if condition. And then change the name. I know it is PWT. Change your alert box also. Otherwise it will display the same thing. And focus should be on PWT. See, I have done the changes. Other teacher tell you not to copy, but this computer teacher tell you to copy. In exceptional case, you have to do smart work rather than doing hard work. Fine. Refresh. Now I will click on submit button. Enter a name. Fine. I will enter it. Then I will see for password. Enter your password. And I don't have to go there. I will get the focus also. Fine. Password also done. Now we will focus on theory also. Variable, as I told you earlier, variable x. Here it is a case sensitive. You can add number, string or character. I have given two examples. Pi, that is my variable name and some value. X is my variable name with some value. Important thing is what is the keyword we will use in JavaScript for variable, that is var. Now conditional if, we have done two if condition for name and for password. Here we can change the flow of a program. We have done for name. Whenever we are writing some value in the name field, we are not getting that alert, focus and return false. When we are not writing value, then only we are getting. If the condition is true, then only it will execute. Otherwise, it's not like that you are writing it, it should get executed. Fine. So I hope it is clear to you. Now we will see one more thing here. We are writing document dot form name dot field name dot value, right? So what it is? All the browser are split into different part or object that can be used by JavaScript. This part is known as BOM, Browser Object Model. Here, to control each and every element, like I want to get the value from the text field, right? So I need to go through the all the element of the browser. It starts with window object. Fine. I will explain. On the top of this browser, see the here you can see the window. In the window object, it represents toolbar, menu bar, status bar. Here you can see the web page and many more you can see. This is the window. You can see also this minimize, restore or maximize, close button. Also this come in window section. Here the top level object is the window object. Here we will see all the object one by one. The top level object in the browser object model is the window object. Window object represents the browser window or individual frame within the window. It is created automatically by the browser. That's why we are writing document dot form name dot field name dot value. We are not writing window here. Directly we are starting with document. Window object is the global object as it contains all other objects. You can see here. Here we can use the property and method. Property I told you value, method I told you focus. Of window object when you want to do the changes in browser. Whatever changes we want to do in browser. Window object contain document object. We will see it. What is document object here? Now document object, whatever you are placing on your web page, that is come under document object. It can be image, it can be link, right? So here document object contain form object. Form object contain element object. Here we will see element object like we have done in previous lecture also, radio button, checkbox, text area. This all come under element object of form object. Element object. It is a reference for each element in a form. It can be radio, text box, right? Or it can be text. Here I am giving one example. Document dot form name dot field name dot value. This is the document object. Document form one. In our example, reg underscore form. That is the form object. F name. This is the particular element within a form. Now, if I want to change or control the web browser or window, I will select method and property of window object. If I want to do the changes in web pages, I will select the method and property of the document object. Now, we will see one more thing. Now see here, if I will write document.write user memo, it will display something directly in the browser instead of alert. On the web page, I will get it. Here, as I told you earlier, document is object, write is method. That's why we are writing in round bracket. And write is not empty method. We have to give some argument, whatever we want to write it. Validate form was empty. Alert was with argument. Here, write is also with argument. And semicolon used as a separation. So if I want to write a whole script in one line, I can write it. Just I have to put semicolon as a separation. It is not termination or end. It will not show the end of the thing. Now alert also we have seen, that is built-in function. Focus is also built-in function. We will see one more thing is none later on. Alert will take the text and it will display it in a alert box. Focus also we have seen. Focus. Some fields are marked with a red color asterisk that indicate that the user have to compulsory enter the value. That field should not be kept empty. Focus is used to apply focus on a particular element. Focus method is used after getting alert message. It will take the control to the specific element of the form. We have seen this thing. The user get an alert message first. The cursor will be placed, see here. First we have to give the alert message. The cursor will be placed on the particular element and that element will be highlighted. Now we will focus on practical session also. Now next element is gender. For gender, for radio button and checkbox, we have to change the coding like this. If document dot reg form gender of 0. I will explain you. See here, with the same name we have two fields. So this one will be gender of 0 and this one will be gender of 1. In hobby with the same name we have three fields, hobby of 0, hobby of 1 and hobby of 2. Array always begins with index 0. So this will be 0 and this will be 1. Dot check. Here we are not entering any value. We are selecting it. Equal to false. We are not selecting anything, and as well as we are not selecting second element also. At a time we have to select one element, we are not selecting both elements, so we have to use and double ampersand you have to put, for or double pipe we have to put. Now for another option, it is done now. Yes, I will close it and I will start the if condition block. Same thing now you have to do alert, focus and return false. select gender. Now document dot reg form, focus on first element, do it. Don't get confused with O and 0, otherwise you may say नुसरत मैम ने बताया ही नहीं. Return false. Now we will check it. Directly we will click on submit. Here getting code name, password, gender. Same thing I will do for hobby. Again we have to copy paste the thing. Just we have to modify the changes we need to do for hobby. We have 3 options in hobby. So again I will copy paste this thing for element 2. Here we have to change the number. So for all 3 option I had done. Now directly I will go for this address field. You can cross verify in browser. I'm sure that I will get the code, but especially do in exam hall. Don't write the code all together. Slowly and gradually move. For address field, I had to copy paste the coding of the first name and password. Control C, Control V. My field name is address. Here also change it. Many times you forget to change here. Enter your address. Here also address. So this much done. We will cross verify it. Now click on submit button. Enter name. We did for name. Then password. We are going in sequence only. Then gender. Now hobby. Yes. Here we can select multiple hobby. At least one hobby should be selected. Fine, I am selecting 2 hobby. Address also done. Now I will go for mobile number. Same thing I have to do for mobile number. Control B. MOB. It should not be empty, so same code we will use. Further, I want that mobile number should be 10-digit long and it should not contain any alphabet. Fine. It should contain only digit. First, I will go for digit. If is none, not a number, not a number. N should be capital. Same thing I have to write document dot reg dot underscore form mob dot value. Don't put or compare anything, just close the bracket. Here I am closing this bracket. Is none. This one is for is none, and that last bracket is for if condition. Here Alert again. We are not comparing with false or empty value. We are just checking it is number or not. Enter only digit in mobile field. Mobile number. Here again focus. I will copy this thing. Control C, Control V. Fine. So bracket is also there. So it's none. It should not be empty. It should contain only digit. Rest everything I'm filling. Otherwise, I will get alert for all this thing. I know I'm getting output. I don't need to check again and again. It will be easy for me. I will consider only that mobile number. Enter your mobile number. Here I'm entering it. But I'm entering character. I should get alert also. Enter only digit. So I had to change it to digit. Fine. Submitted. Now I want that it should be 10 digit long. It should not be less than 10. It should not be more than 10. Greater than 10. So here, wait, I will write again. If document dot reg form dot mob dot value dot length. Don't forget value dot length. Many students write just length. Fine. In this case, or I will copy this thing and I will change the sign to greater than. Control C, Control V, greater than 6, or I should go for 10. You can do the same thing for password. It should be 8 digit long. Change the digit only, nothing is there. Curly bracket open, curly bracket. If condition should have curly bracket like function here. Same thing I have to do. Alert mobile number. This is user friendly message. Should be 10 digit long. Fine. Control V. Control C. Control V. Fine. Now we will see this thing also length. Here. Fine. Enter digit only. And it should be 10 digit long. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. If I enter 11 digit, then also it is wrong. It should be less than 10 and it should not be more than 10. It should be equal to 10. Fine. Now last one, that is for city. Here for city, if document dot reg form dot city dot selected index, remember it, equal to 0 means nothing is selected right now. In your book -1 is there, but I am going for this one. Alert select city focus and you can call them document dot reg form dot city dot focus return false. Fine, now it is over. We will check the whole script. Mostly I have covered everything. Nothing left. See one by one we will see now. Submit button. Enter your name. Then again submit button. Enter your password. Now field gender. Finally I should select right. But I'm entering 10 digit, you know this thing I'm running and I'm getting output also. Fine. Now select city. We have to select it, then only form will be submitted. Fine, now it is submitted correctly. Otherwise we will get ordered. Yes, focus done. Is none. When you want to work with numeric data, JavaScript use built-in function. We have seen three built-in function: alert, is none, and focus. None stand for not a number. It will determine whether the value is number or not. If I am writing is none user, yes, it is not number, so it will return true only. So whenever any text is there, it will return true. And if it contains number like 1, 2, 3, it will return false because we are checking for number and we are checking it not a number, that is false only. So important point to consider here. There are three tabs: HTML attribute, inline style, and JavaScript event. We have seen when we are clicking on submit button twice in advanced edit. In advanced property editor dialog box. Built-in function are alert, focus, is none. User-defined function that we did validate form. We can write any name here, so it is known as user-defined function. We will see something more about radio button and checkbox. A radio button is for gender field, mostly with the same name. Radio button is an array with elements. So we have to write document.form1.gender.check. And second element like gender1. If no option is selected in radio button or checkbox, the user should get the alert to select and focus should be displayed or focus should be placed. Here or me double pipe and me double ampersand. See here, if you want to do validation properly, radio button and checkbox will not be kept initially selected. For text field, initial value should not be there. Text area, initial text should not be there. Value should be -1 from theory point of view, but we have done 0. Here, that is all for the day. Practice it well. I would be delighted to hear if you people will get alert box in first try. Do share your feedback. Thanking you. Stay tuned in for the next video.